The forest was dark. Fog hung heavy like the dragon's breath. The air was cold. The trees were still.
A shadow moved through the fog. It was big. It was scary. The dragon was hunting.
The villagers were scared. They hid in their homes. No one went outside. The dragon was too dangerous. It had scales like armor. It breathed fire. It was the terror of the land.
The village was small. It was quiet. Everyone was afraid. Except for Elara.
Elara was a young girl. She had bright eyes. She had a kind heart. She was also very brave.
I am not afraid of the dragon. I want to help my village.
Elara's parents were worried. They told her to stay inside. They said the dragon was too dangerous.
The dragon is too dangerous, Elara. Please stay inside.
We can't lose you, Elara. It's too risky.
But Elara had a plan. She knew of a legend of a magical artifact. The artifact was called the Heart of Ages. It was said to be hidden deep within the forest. The legend said it could defeat any evil.
I believe it can defeat the dragon. I will find the Heart of Ages. I will save our village. I will be our hero.
Elara's parents pleaded with her. They begged her not to go. The dragon was too strong. The forest was too dangerous.
Please, Elara, don't go. The dragon is too strong.
The forest is too dangerous. We can't bear to lose you.
But Elara was determined. She knew she had to try.
I have to do this. I have to try.
She hugged her parents goodbye. She promised to be careful. She promised to come back. Then she turned and walked towards the forest.
I promise I'll be careful. I promise I'll come back.
She was scared, but she was brave. The forest was dark and silent. The fog was thick. Elara could hear her own heart beating, but she kept going. She had to find the Heart of Ages. She had to save her village. She walked for hours. The forest seemed to go on forever, but Elara never gave up hope.
I have to be strong. I have to be brave. I have to save my village.
The air grew colder. The smell of sulfur filled Elara's nostrils. She knew she was close. The dragon's lair was near. She could feel the heat of its breath. She could hear its heavy breathing.
I can do this. I have to.
Elara peeked inside the cave. The dragon was sleeping. It was huge. It was terrifying. But Elara had come too far to turn back now. She had to get the Heart of Ages. The Heart of Ages was said to be hidden within the dragon's lair. It was a dangerous task. But Elara was ready. She had to be brave. She had to save her village. She took a deep breath and stepped inside. The cave was dark and smoky. The air was thick with the smell of sulfur. The dragon slept, its chest rising and falling heavily. Elara had to be very quiet. The dragon was even bigger up close. Its scales were like iron. Its claws were like swords. Its teeth were like daggers. Elara had never seen anything so scary, but she couldn't let her fear control her.
I must find the Heart of Ages. It's my only hope.
Elara looked around the cave. She had to find the Heart of Ages. It was her only hope. She searched behind rocks. She searched under bones. She searched everywhere. Finally, she saw it. The Heart of Ages was on a pedestal. It was a small crystal, but it glowed with a powerful light. Elara reached out and took it. As soon as she touched it, the dragon stirred. It opened its eyes. Its eyes were like fire. It had seen Elara. She was in danger. The dragon roared. It was the most terrifying sound Elara had ever heard. She was frozen with fear. But then, she remembered her village. She remembered her promise. She had to be brave.
I must be strong for my village.
Elara held up the Heart of Ages. It glowed brighter. The dragon hesitated. It seemed afraid of the light. Elara knew this was her chance. She had to be strong. She focused all her courage. She poured all her hope into the Heart of Ages. The crystal pulsed with light. The light grew brighter and brighter. It filled the entire cave. The dragon roared again, but this time it was a roar of pain. The light was hurting it. It tried to shield its eyes, but it was too late. The light was too strong. The dragon collapsed. It was defeated. Elara had done it. She had saved her village. She was a hero.
I did it. I really did it.
Elara returned to the village. She was greeted with cheers. Everyone was overjoyed. They were finally safe. The dragon was gone, and it was all thanks to Elara. She was their hero. She had faced her fears. She had saved them all.
Elara, you are our hero. You saved us.
Elara, the little warrior, had killed the dragon. The village was safe, and Elara was their hope for the future. The village celebrated. They sang and danced. They told stories of Elara's bravery. Elara was happy. She had saved her village. She had found the courage within. She was a true hero.